What is up, boyos? It is a Water Buffalo Man here, and we're back for more Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle. Alright, so it's time. We're taking on the God of Destruction Unite Stage 3. We have Ibune, Arak, Licor, and Gene. It's Gene? Gene? I don't know. Gene. We're fighting Gene. We're just boxing with our boy G. So, each one of these guys are actually a little bit stronger than the previous stages. The only one that isn't is Ibune at the beginning, but he also gets his attack and defense raised on the 4th turn from the character's entry turn, so he does do that as well. Gene at the very end gets attack defense raised with each attack received, and Licor gets 20% attack and defense with each turn passed up to the max of 100. And Arak gets 30% attack and defense when HP is 50% or less. So as we progress, the stages are going to get more challenging, but right now they're not terribly bad. We should be able to hopefully get through them relatively quickly early on and not have to worry about it. We might be A-okay. I do not see any AoE attacks at all. So as long as we can continue to dodge our normal attacks like this Goku needs to do, hopefully I have the auto on, yes I do. Why did he just take 60,000 damage after a first attack? What just happened there? Oh, he loses that damage reduction. That's right, duh. So once he gets hit once, he loses that 30% or 50% damage reduction, whatever it is. That's correct. I completely forgot about that. So yeah, it's really reliant on this man actually dodging. Makes a big issue for us, but I feel like we're fine now that he post-supered. And AGL UI should be pretty clutch in slot 2 with the type advantage. AGL at the end is going to be probably our weakest. I think Gene is going to be our biggest issue, or Licor is probably going to be our issue as well. The first two I don't think we'll struggle too much with, but I'm a little worried about the last two, honestly. Especially with Licor, because I think he can launch 2 supers a turn. And nice dodge, nice dodge. Let's say hopefully he dodges that there, because if not, he's going to take that for a lot of damage. This is a 100% friend UI as well, by the way. That's why he's so much more powerful than mine. But I'm also going to try to rotate him off to get on par with my Vegeta, and pair him with my Vegeta more or less. Not on pair with my Vegeta, but on par with my Vegeta and pair him with him is my kind of idea for that rotation. Which will actually work. So what we're going to do, since we have a slight disadvantage in slot 1, we're going to do this. I want to make sure you get all those. You guys need rainbows, so there's 5. Well, 2 technically, but you need rainbows as well, so we'll give you those. Support everybody on the team. Boom. We should be able to finish him this rotation. I'm thinking. I don't think there'll be any issues with not being able to finish him off this rotation. Vegeta should be just fine. I could have activated 17's active skill, but I kind of would rather save that for later, just in case that comes in clutch later, which it more than likely will. I'm hoping the boys in... He nullifies attacks to 0? Yes, he does. I did not see that. And he has a 7% chance to dodge as well. So these guys need to finish him here. Because if not, these guys will take quite a bit of damage. I think this is it, though. Yeah, perfect. Alright, so we're trying to save our items for the last 2 stages, is what my plan is. That I feel like is kind of the play. Honestly, I feel like that's the play with this. But I'm a little bit worried about UI in slot 1. I'm not going to lie to you. Kind of big worried about him in slot 1. Because if he does not dodge, he's taking a ton of damage. So he has 50% damage reduction right now, and if he I have to. I can't risk it with this man in slot 1. With how little he's actually dodged for me, I can't. I just can't. And now that I use the item, he's going to dodge everything. I guarantee it. But I just can't risk it with this man. He's unreliable right now. He's like Aaron Judge in the playoffs. He's absolutely unreliable. I'm just worried if he gets supered. Because right now he has 90% damage reduction, but if he were to get supered at 50, I mean, post-super he would have been fine if he would have got super attacked, I think. I think he would have been alright. With his 50% damage reduction. But let's see if he dodges this. Of course, he's literally dodging everything but that one attack, I think is what he's going to do. Yep, okay. So I activated the item and UI goes, oh, you don't have faith in me? Bet. Dodges everything. I mean, that's also fine to me too. I really don't care. That kind of helps out the guys in slot 3, which they probably don't need it, because I think they have 50% built in for turn 1. I think they have a certain percent of damage reduction or guard built in for turn 1, so they're going to be A-okay in slot 3. And they hit pretty hard. But they have to build up to it. So we'll just let them build up, which is fine by me. A couple more supers would be nice, though. Alright, nope, just normals. Yep, just normals. I mean, that's alright. We'll take those. They did extra damage. That's all I can really ask for. Got the front UI, so we're going to go like that. Gonna give you those. Not going to waste that just yet. I'm going to give you all of those. Perfect. So you have 21% damage reduction. The biggest thing I'm worried about is Gene probably on the final rotation. I just gotta see how things fall next turn. If I can activate UI's dodge, I'm pretty good, I think. Because it will be turn 5, so he should be able to activate that. I think it's turn 5. If not, that's gonna be kind of bad. I'm gonna need to use IM at that point, but we'll see when that time comes. Because we should have this stage done at the end of this rotation. Especially with Vegeta hitting 22 million, it should be donezoed here. He does get 30% attack and defense when HP is 50% or less. Arak does, which he is now below. So his defense did go up and his attack stat. So we gotta worry about that just a little bit. But not much. And this is it. Okay, so now Licor next turn does have 90 million. 200k defense, can launch 2 supers a turn, up to, I think, 1.8 million. Okay. So, do we have his ability? Yes, we do. So we're just going to activate this right off the rip. Do not care with how many attacks he has in slot 1. Don't care. We're giving you this. Giving you that. I'm going to try to save UIs, if I can. And give you those 3. Support everybody on rotation. Perfect. And now this UI is just going to, when he super attacks, it's going to buff everybody else up for the rotation. So this is ideal. Perfect. This means we don't need to use an item now again until the end of the rotation. As long as UI in slot 2 can dodge, that is. Because Licor doesn't get stronger until after each turn is passed, he goes up by 20% up to 100. So right now, he's only at the 20% buff, I think. I don't think he actually gets it until afterwards. But if he's not, he's at either 20% or 0 right now. So we'll find out. And with how many attacks were in slot 1, it's kind of ideal that we had this be able to be activated. So it gives us a bunch of free chip damage. Like a bunch of chip damage right there. That was really nice. And then now he's just going to be able to go off and do 2 supers guaranteed, which is going to raise everybody's attack and defense by 59% for the remainder of the rotation. Which is good, because that's going to raise the UI in slot 2, who just got buffed from the 17. And it's also going to raise 17 stats, who is just going to be great on this stage, I feel like, with the type advantage. And now his dodge is going to do so much more. Yep, almost 10 milli. We possibly, I don't want to jinx it, but we possibly could one-turn this man if everything falls perfect. If everything falls ideally perfect, Goku does like 2 to 3 supers, maybe 3, and then 17 does, I think 17 is guaranteed 2 supers if it's 20 key or more or something like that. Alright, 3 supers, so yeah, this turn is most likely 1 turn, which is nice. Apparently he has the disables evasion and attacks guaranteed to hit ability, but he hasn't done it yet. So I'm wondering if it's bugged. Because if it is bugged, that's kind of hilarious. Because I utilized UI to breeze through this stage for that reason. And we just breezed through it. With how powerful he is, I'm not going to mess around. Because his attack and defense goes up with attack received. So we're just going to activate this as well. Boom. Give you those. Give you those. And then give you those. Alright, so UI now can't dodge anything. Or can't get hit again because he lost his 15% damage reduction. But I did activate that 40%, so we should be okay. But the only people I'm, again, worried about is 17 and Frieza at the end of the rotation. So they just got a super enough to the point where they don't take damage. Because like I said, we are going to be raising his attack and defense going forward. With every attack we do, he will be getting stronger. His attack only goes up by 5%, so it's not as much of an increase as Beerus was getting. But it is an increase nonetheless. I don't remember if his 12 key raises attack or defense. I'm not entirely sure. Because he just got a double 12 key. And wow, we've almost completely obliterated this man already. We might not have needed the item again. I'm honestly not worried about it, but we might not have needed it again. Yeah. Yeah, this is game. There's no question this is game. Yeah, that's it. Well, wow, there you guys have it. I thought that was gonna be a little more challenging. Cool. Great. I mean, I did use one of the strongest teams in the game, but again, that's the point of using the Rep 7 team against that stage because it kind of blends together. And we also really didn't get hit by any of his super attacks. But thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys back here next time for more Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. And we have now completed the Zeno's Welcome World support memory. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time.